All right, so welcome. So today I am going to show you how I prepare my stir-fry chicken breasts. So I'm just going to walk you through some of my ingredients that I use and to get my acquired flavor. I love my Jamaican spices. I cook with a lot of Jamaican spice, doesn't matter what blend or mixture of food that I'm cooking. So I have my thyme, of course. You know, you can't cook without your thyme in everything. I use my green onion. I use my ginger. If you notice, sprinkled on top. I have some crushed pimento seed. I love my pimento seed. I get my pimento seed again from Jamaica. Love it, love it, love it. So here is my pimento seed. I purchased them in Jamaica. Every time I go to Jamaica, I always try to make sure that I get all of my spices, right? And I have my Scotch bonnet pepper and my red chili pepper if you want. Again, it all depends on your type of spice. I love my spice. You don't have to use too much if you don't want it too hot, because the pimento, again, when you use the pimento with the ginger and the hot peppers, if you're not careful not to use too much, it will make it very spicy. All right, now I have in my food chopper, I have my sweet pepper, my tomato. I have my onion. I love to cook with my turmeric. Again, turmeric, very healthy. We have garlic. I love to put my garlic there. So once I have those, again, you can blend it up as to however you like, to whatever consistency. I don't like when it's too watery. I like to have it in chunks, again, to give it not only the aesthetic, also in terms of the consistency. All right, so now these are my spices. Now my spices, in Jamaica, I buy them. I just come and I just bottle them out. I don't really write the names on it, on them, but I just, these are my spice. But you can use whatever spice that you like. I go into the Jamaican market and I get all my spices when I go down there. Purchase my spices. This is garlic for sure. Purchase my spices and then I use them to how I see. Right, this is the Jamaican jerk. If you can see, again, all of the different mixtures that they have there. So I purchase those when I go to Jamaica. And this is my own little combination of my own little taste. So once I have all of these, what I will do is that I put all my stuff together and then I'm going to marinate it in, and then you can leave it. You can set it for at least maybe an hour or so, depending on how long for me, because I make it stay for like maybe an hour, 2 hours before. I let it sit for an hour, 2 hours before I actually start cooking. So this is the first step of the whole process, and then I'll show you once I have it, once it's marinated, I'll walk you through how I actually, what the finished product is going to look like. All right, so that's the finished seasoned, and then you let it sit. So as I said, for however long, more than an hour for me, so I can get that blend. So now our chicken breast has been sitting for more than 2 hours. So now we're ready to cook it down. So I put the oil in the pot, let the pot gets a little heated, and then after, now you're going to pour the chicken breast. I can smell the flavor already. It's been sitting for a while. Okay. And then you don't want it too much high steam, so you sort of turn it down a little bit, because you don't want it to start to stick to the bottom of the pot. Right, you just want it to hot enough so that it can, again, keep it going. Right? So not too low either. You need that consistent flame to keep it going. And you don't have to keep stirring it, right? So you stir it just maybe for a minute or so, at the beginning, just to ensure that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Okay, and then you keep an eye on it. You let it cook for maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes, right? As I said, do not put it too much on a high flame, so you just keep it down. So again, you can smell that flavor, the flavors, okay? And then you keep it down. You let it sit there for maybe 30 minutes or so, and then you keep maybe every 5-10 minutes interval. You keep looking just to ensure that it keeps cooking. Right? Look at that. Awesome. Just keep it there. Right? Because again, and it all depends on what you like. So for me, I don't like when it's too pale. I rather to, you know, just to give it that color. Right? So I put a little gravy brown in just to give it a nice brown, darkish color, so that it's not too, again, too pale. Right? So you use the amount what you feel comfortable using. Right? You don't want to put too much, otherwise it's going to get too dark. Okay? And then you don't need to add any water or anything like that. You just leave it and let it steam cook. Alright, wow, look at that, perfect. And then you just keep it on. Alright, you cover it and then it will steam. You don't need to add anything to it. And for the oil, if you want, whichever type of oil, if you want, you can use coconut oil. I love cooking with coconut oil, or you can use grapeseed, or you can use the regular canola oil or vegetable oil, whatever oil you like. Alright, so just another check-in, just to see. Right, as I said, you can keep stirring, right, just to make sure that it's not sticking to the pot. If you want, you can taste just to see if you've gotten the acquired flavor. If it's a little fresh, I use sea salt, or you can use any table salt, whatever, again, if you know you feel comfortable using. So and you know, you can just maybe add a pinch, or you add according to your own taste and according to your own liking. Okay. Check in maybe every 5 to 10 minute interval, just to check in and just to make sure that it's not sticking. You can stir. Right, so this is my final. This is what it looks like in the end. So if you notice, I put some more sweet peppers. I added some more sweet peppers. I added my own little other spices again, just to give it not only the aesthetic, but to also add a little bit of more consistency to it. Right, so that's that, and you can have it with whatever you choose. So I chose to have it with green bananas. So these are my bananas boiling, and also I've actually steamed some plain rice, so I'm going to have it with plain rice as well. So this is my final dish. So I have my stir-fry chicken breasts with my green banana, my white rice. I did some sautéed vegetable, and that's sautéed cabbage with chayote, or in Jamaica we call it chocho. And as I said, you can eat your chicken breast with whatever you choose. I chose to add some steamed rice and green banana. Thank you so much for tuning in.